Hey guys, how are you guys doing? Happy Friday. I hope everybody is having a good day and that life is treating you well and you're looking forward to the weekend. And I was talking to a group of practice managers in the middle of the week, and we were going around and I said, "Tell me about a win. Tell me about a win in your practice." And a couple of them said, "Andy, we're busy, but at the end of the day, we're smiling." And I thought, "Man, that's a great win. That's so awesome." And so I just want to say here, it's Friday. And if you end Friday and you and your team are smiling, good on you. That's awesome. Just take that win. If you guys are making it through and you're smiling at the end of the day, that's pretty good. I don't think we just value that enough. Yeah, you're doing it. You're making it. Be proud of yourself. This is awesome. So, Friday afternoon, I'm in the mailbag. And if you have a question for me, ask in the comments. I'm really trying to keep up with these and get through and answer some questions. So I got one today, and it came from the last time I did one of these. And here it says, "I've been in the field for 11 years as an RVT. I currently have a job offer for a remote technician position with a practice based out of California. It's more pay, full benefits. They set up my home office and just seem really chill. I've been at my current practice a year, but the wear and tear is getting to me, and these perks are not offered, nor would they be matched. Do you have any insight or know someone doing this kind of position?" Yeah, we can talk about this. Let's talk a little bit about remote technician work. So remote technician work, for those who don't know, there is a growing number of jobs for technicians, usually credentialed technicians, to do teletriage, right? So, for example, pet owner calls, and they call their regular vet, but the regular vet, all the phones are full up, or the front desk is overwhelmed, or they're closed. And instead of getting an answering machine, they get bumped over to a remote technician or a remote front desk person, someone who's very knowledgeable, who has access to the system, like the scheduling system, things like that. And they can answer the questions. And you have this person, they're not in the building, they're somewhere else, but they just handle these incoming calls. Some of these are telehealth calls where the person is calling after hours and they say, "Do I need to go to the emergency clinic, or can this wait until the morning?" And guys, a lot of pet owners just want to hear that. They just want to know, is this an emergency before I spend X number of hundreds of dollars getting my dog checked out and spend my night in the emergency room? Do I need to go? Or can this wait and I can see my regular vet who I know and trust tomorrow morning? And so there's a lot of things like that. So telehealth, teletriage for veterinary technicians. So it's growing. There's a lot of people who are purists and sort of traditionalists in vet medicine who really don't like this idea. And I think it's important to talk about it at the beginning. I think a lot of people, when they look at these opportunities, they think, "I'm not supposed to do that." Or, "Oh boy, the doctors that I work for oh my gosh, they would be so mad about that." Or, this is not what I think medicine should be. And so I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to participate because we should see all of our pets and put hands on all of them. I put that forward because I just want, if you're thinking about telehealth, or you're like, "Oh, there's some positions here," I think a lot of us get caught up in the past and what vet medicine has been, and we don't like change, and change is scary. I gotta tell you, I got bitten by a cat probably a couple months ago now, and it was totally my fault. I wasn't being patient, and I was sort of distracted, and it's a sick old cat, and she bit me right on the finger. And that's it. God, that's the worst, right? And that's when they're dangerous too, right? Like on extremities, cat bites can be really bad. So she got me, and I had a full appointment schedule the rest of the day, and I thought, crap, this is gonna be a bad day. But I tell you, I was able to jump on a telehealth thing with my own doctor, and I was just like, "Hey, I'm at the vet clinic. I got bitten on the finger. This is what it looks like. I'd really like to get some antibiotics and not spend my day in the emergency room or the urgent care, and I'd really like to keep seeing my appointments." And she said, "Great, no problem." And she called them in literally next door at the pharmacy. I walked over there and I got them, and I didn't even miss an appointment. And it was great. So I just jumped back in and went to work. And I thought, man, that's wonderfully convenient for me. Like that's so much better than me spending my time and energy and going to just be there and do this thing. I tell that story because I often, when I think about when I think about vet medicine, I like to think about my own experiences as a customer, as a client. And I think, man, guys, time is valuable for people. And there's a lot of things where they just want to say, do I need to do this? Or a quick recheck exam of the skin. Can you just look at this and tell me it's good? I think it's good, but I'd really like to have you tell me that, hey, I think you're in the clear. And so, our knowledge and our experience, they're valuable. And people's time is valuable. And so I think a lot of telehealth stuff, I think if you balance that stuff with doing a good job, if your dog is vomiting and you show me a picture of them, I can't help you. Like, I've palpated corn cobs in dogs' abdomens. I got to put my hand on that pet, right? So I'm not advocating throw everything away and we're going to do everything virtually. That's just, when you're dealing with a patient who can't talk, you got to see the animal, and I mean, put your hands on them a lot of the time. But there are instances where just being able to talk to someone, especially video talk, it's really valuable. And so, guys, the other part is, and I talk about this a lot, I do have some concerns about the rising cost of vet medicine. I worry about the expense for people and people being able to pay the bills. And at the same time, I really want to pay our staff better. Like, I really want, especially our support staff, they need to make more money than they make. And so we kind of have to balance this of how do we meet people where they are, how do we provide affordable care, and then also how do we pay our people. And so I think that some of these virtual positions, there's some opportunity there. And again, they're not silver bullet, not a panacea, but I think that there's some good. So anyway, the first thing, so I say that first just because a lot of people are just like, these are bad, Andy. I just can't consider them. You can consider them. You should look at them, and you should think about what you want in your career, right? The truth is, guys, every job has got its pains. It just does. You know, the downsides to doing, a remote position is you work alone. You work at your house. And I work at my house a lot for the consulting stuff I do and the speaking stuff and the uncharted stuff. Like, I like working at my house. But I also really like going to the clinic. And I also really like going to meetings and things like that because I got to get it fixed. I got to be around people. And so it can be kind of lonely. And then there's also this thing where, like, sometimes it gets hard to separate your work and home life if you just stay at home all the time. And again, everybody's different, and you'll find things that you like and you'll find things that you don't like. I suspect for people who do a lot of telehealth, at some point they kind of get frustrated they can't put their hands on the animal and fix them. And you're going to have, the same headaches you have in practice. You're going to have clients who don't understand. You're going to have clients who are scared and angry and frustrated, and they kind of take that out on you. That stuff doesn't go away. You're going to have clients that don't want to go into the clinic. They want you to fix their problem from afar, and you're going to have to try to explain that you can't do that. And those are just some of the headaches that are going to be there. That said, in the case of our person asking the question, she says, wear and tear on her body is happening. Guys, that stuff is real. If your body is wearing down and breaking down, you got to take care of yourself. And so the big part about the telehealth stuff that I think is really important is, think about what you enjoy in this profession. Think about what makes you happy. And then think about how to do more of that. We have so many technicians that are just so experienced and so knowledgeable and so valuable, and their bodies are breaking down and their backs are sore, and their the animal handling stuff is making their life hard. Guys, being able to transition into a remote position, a support position, something like that, that's great. That makes a ton of sense. That's good for them. It's good for pets, pet owners, practices. It's good for everybody. And so if that's where you are, you should think about that. If you're just thinking about you want something different, you're burning out, this may be a chance for you to do something different. I think a lot of times when we talk about jobs, we're like, oh, we're going to go do this thing. We think about what are we going to do forever. We're like, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this career. I'm going to be there forever. I think we put way too much pressure on ourselves, gang. I mean, I think the truth for a lot of us is think about what you want to do for the next year and go do it, right? Don't burn any bridges. This is why we take care of people. This is why we treat people with respect. Don't burn bridges. But if you're burning out, if you're breaking down and you got a really good opportunity to do some virtual stuff and it's what you really want to do and you think that'd be a nice change, you leave that door open. If you're a good tech, if you're a good doctor and you want to come back and you leave on good terms and say, this is something I feel like I really just need to do, that door will probably be open for you to come back if you do it the right way. And if not, there'll be a million other doors that are open because everybody wants good help. So anyway, I guess my thought would be, I think these jobs are here to stay. I think that they're probably, depending on how they're done, and everybody's working out how they're done, and the devil's in the details. But I think the possibility of doing good work, working from home, supporting pet owners, providing affordable access to care, or at least base level care, I think a lot of those things are really good. I don't think that this undermines the quality of the work that we do. I does not mean that pets are not going to get physical exams. None of that stuff is true. That's not going to happen. So in my opinion. So anyway, so that's it. I think you should look at it. And the real question, I'll just leave with this. If I can give one piece of advice on having a good career in vet medicine, the truth is this. Think about what makes you happy and what you enjoy doing. I want you to think about the good day that you had recently. You're like, man, that was a good day. Why was that a good day? I want you to tell me what you did that made that day good, okay? And then I want you to try to figure out how to do more of the thing that made your day good. And I want you to figure out how to do less of the thing that made your day crappy or made it less good, right? And that's it. And so if your good days come from communicating with clients, working with clients, just being away from the stress of the surgery suite, and talking with clients and supporting clients and communicating with clients, then man, maybe remote telehealth position is going to be great for you. And if it comes from putting your hands on animals and fixing things and providing direct medical care, then you're probably not going to like the telehealth thing all that much, right? But again, everybody's different. No one's going to be able to give you an answer. So just be true to yourself. Think about what you love. Think about how to do more of it. Guys, take care of yourselves. I hope that this was helpful. Please leave me some questions down in the comment section below. I'm going to keep picking them up. I try to do this once a week. I really enjoy it. You guys take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.